So I, like many as a kid, was obsessed with Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. Side note, tangent from what this video's topic is, if you haven't already, look up the 1970s Hardy Boys Nancy Drew show. I guarantee you for at least the first season and a half, you'll really enjoy it. I read every book that our library had, and I did so much research into Carolyn Keene and all of, I was obsessed as a kid. I discovered in that research that a lot of the stories that I really enjoyed were actually rewritten in the 1950s and 60s from when they were originally printed in the 1930s and 40s to make Nancy Drew fit in the 1950s. And as I've grown up, I've acquired a little bit of a collection of some original 1930s and 40s Nancy Drew books. It's a very, very small collection. I think I only have about 6, but here's one. This one was printed in World War II in compliance with paper rationing. Now I know you've heard about Nancy Drew, but have you heard about the Dana Girls? No? Well, let me introduce you. They were another series written by Carolyn Keene, and they feature girl detectives. The series began publication in 1934 and was discontinued in 1944. The series came back into print in 1949, but new titles weren't published until 1952. The series has officially been out of print since 1979. Harriet Adams created this series to capitalize on the success of Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys, using the same pseudonym as Nancy Drew to aid in that success. However, unlike Nancy Drew, the series received very little critical attention. This ranged from disinterest, even saying that the ghostwriters weren't interested in the characters they were writing, and some people saying that the genre was fading in popularity in the 1930s. That being the genre of combining mysteries and boarding schools. Even though they're out of print, the Dana Girls didn't disappear. There's lots more to dissect about this series, but let me know what you think. Would you be interested in reading it? Now, I know you already know about Nancy Drew, and if you've seen one of my last videos, you know about the Dana Girls. I recently found these at an antique store, and I'm planning on reading them, but I need your help to decide which one I'm going to read first. The Secret at the Lone Tree Cottage or The Secret at the Hermitage. These are books that were created in the 1930s as a way of capitalizing on the success of Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. They are about girl detectives at a boarding school. That's the gist. Which title would you like? Also, can we talk about how these titles are very much cottagecore? No? I'm the only one saying it? Okay. Yeah, let me know. I think I have a poll thing going on. Have a great day. Just kidding, I'm back. I will be doing book reviews on here about them. They fit within this channel's randomness. It's vintage randomness. These are vintage books. Anyway, goodbye. Have a great day.
So I want to start reading, and since my recent videos aren't reaching as many of my followers as I would have liked to by now, I am going to listen to the 7 that have spoken. The Secret at Lone Tree Cottage it is.
Would you be shocked if I put on something more comfortable?
At long last, book review time. Our story begins by introducing us to the Dana Girls. Louise and Dana, they are sisters who are attending a boarding school. They are orphans who are in the care of their uncle and his sister. Their uncle is a sea captain, and he helps the girls solve their mysteries when he's in port.
He definitely is the only sane adult in this book. I was so frustrated with every single adult. Oh my goodness, they were all so frustrating.
As the book was written under the pseudonym Carolyn Keene by ghostwriters, it stands that the ghostwriters would have had a similar style to the ghostwriters of Nancy Drew. And they do.
The premise of this book is that their teacher goes missing, and they are begrudgingly asked by their headmistress to go and solve the mystery.
Honestly, I really enjoyed it, but I totally understand why there wasn't as much hype around these books versus the Nancy Drew books. That was this book. Next is The Secret of the Hermitage. I will be starting to read this one, and I will do another little review. Hello, welcome to my desk. If this for some reason is coming across your For You page and you don't know me, hi, my name's Jolene, I'm into vintage stuff. And I have some amazing friends and family that like to feed my vintage addiction, and I love them for it. Not that long ago, my aunt sent my mother a box of fabric, and in that box, she included some vintage goodies for me. And one of those things was this book, Little Pictures of Japan. It was a book published in the United States in 1925, and it is translated poems from Japan into English with some very beautiful artwork. It It was published by the Book House for Children in Chicago. The other thing is also related to Japan in that it was made in Japan are these little needle books. Just have some needles. The other one. Yep, they're so cute. But let me know if you want me to show you any more of the artwork from this book or read you any of the poems. I hope you have a great day.